All right, Joss Whedon's sense of humor. Maybe I find a lot of things funny. I find subtle things funny, maybe too much. But I was noticing in this movie. So, who are some of our main characters? We have Captain Malcolm Reynolds. We have River and Simon Tam. We have a sort of side character Inara. Then on the ship we have Jane. He's a fighter, not spelled Jane, Jayne.
Man called Jane.
We have Kaylee, the sort of technician and engineer. We have a pastor called Shepherd Book, who's a part-time traveler. We have Hoban. I don't know that do we ever hear him called Hoban? But this is Alan Tudyk's character. He's the pilot. Yeah, he's just called Wash because his last name is Washburn. We have Zoe, his wife, who's a fighter. And that's it on the ship. I mean, that's a pretty good crew already. That's 9 people right there. So where was I going with that? I wanted to get all their names out, but almost all of them are funny, at least at one time or another. So if you go to another story, I'm just going to abuse stories that I like and most people are going to be familiar with, so I'm going to go to Lord of the Rings. Frodo is almost never funny. Aragorn is almost never funny. Faramir almost never funny.
No, the comic relief is from the other hobbits.
Right, the comic relief.
And occasionally a dwarf.
Yep, you have Mary and Sam. You have some characters who sort of dabble in being amusing at times. Maybe Legolas is a little funny at times. Almost all of the characters in this are amusing at times.
Have a sense of humor. And yet it's not like a comic program in any sense. Like, it's just that everyone has a good sense of humor.
Yeah, I mean, I think the obvious comic relief is Jane, who is this is Adam Baldwin is the actor. He's this brash he's this brash mercenary type thuggy soldier he's a nice guy and he's very loyal, but he acts
Probably
like he's not. And
lower level of education.
yeah, and I was noting during the movie, this is like the character who set their emotion gauge to 2. There's not much emotional depth, which is used to great comic function in the storytelling. The fact that he has no emotional depth. So one of the things I wanted to say so first off, I think that's really hard to do, and it's an interesting kind of storytelling, but I think people will notice something very similar in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. This apparently is something that Whedon is particularly good at and interested in, is he can make pretty much everybody funny. And
this is like a random side point, but I forget
that's the whole point.